Got these new Sector 9 wheels. I've never skated any Sector 9 wheels before. I might sound a little weird. I'm talking to myself for a video review.
Alright, okay. I won't respond.
They're kind of reminiscent of the Butterballs in their name. They're the Buttersauce. To me, they look a lot like the Matt K Pros that I've never skated before. Trying them out for some light free ride today. Car right away. That's a bummer. Oh, let's just go quick. Actually, we're gonna let this car through. Alright, first impressions, really easy initiation. Kind of over top of the pavement right now. I'm thinking that these are going to be a little feiny, at least that's what it says on the packaging. I'm not impressed by their roll speed. I thought that they would be a little bit faster for having such a big core to, excuse me, what's the word? I thought that they'd be a little faster for having such a big core to urethane ratio. This has a lot of core, which could mean that as they get smaller, the slides start to get a little more unpredictable. But when they're big, they should be pretty nice. Oh yeah, that was good. Okay, some faint ghost lines. I could just be cleaning the pavement. This is a great start compared to the smokes. I actually think I'll be able to ride these, which is always a really welcome detail. We got a small crew today. Actually, most of them haven't been to this park. Gotta be real strong in these toe sides. Just because I'm not brave, that's all. I've been off my board for a little while now, over a week, so this is a rusty start. Gotta be really strong and deliberate on my front foot. That's better. Oh yeah, coming through. He's on a Land Yachts R5, which I just think is the coolest thing ever. I really never thought I'd see one of those. That board was kind of the generation right before me. These wheels are feeling a little in the pavement. I do need to stand a little bit more on my front foot, I think, to get good slides out, but I am just warming up. All right. See if I can get a little shutdown standy on the uphill. Yeah, okay, good start. Very good start. Way better than the smokes in the start. Frankly, those were so frustrating and disappointing. At least I've got a good free ride wheel now. You can see I didn't really wear in the skin that much. It still has that vertical groove kind of look. Not causing me any problems, but it could mean that these are really going to change personality yet again as I wear them down. They're pretty square lipped even from new. They do have a slight bevel, but this is the right place to test them out at. A lot of room to free ride here. Pretty suitable for just slow little scrubs. See you at the top of the next run. Such a sick board. Love the land paddle style. Okay, that felt pretty good. These wheels are so easy to slide. Gonna do a little heel side drift. Don't want to kill too much speed. Yeah, these are incredibly easy. I'm actually thrilled. Frankly, I didn't want a wheel that I had to work hard for. I'm coming off a small injury. And then also I was just on those smokes for a long time, so I'm kind of really off my game. Oh, let's talk a little bit. Just get a little bit of speed. Just a touch. These wheels really are not fast. Urethane feels cheap, but cheap urethane slides good. Yeah, the heel sides are feeling incredibly predictable, and just my issues with toe sides today are definitely more of a reflection of my rustiness than it is these wheels. Gotta calm down my arms a little bit. Yeah, these wheels are just so easy to slide. I'm definitely have to work on some of my more techie free ride on these. Maybe some shove slides, maybe work on a 360 or two. Who knows, but I'm thrilled. First test was good. These wheels are acting very polite. All right.
Let me interrupt this really quick to say I don't recommend these wheels, and I highly encourage you to stick around to the end of the video to find out why. I get to talk about something that's really important to me about skateboarding, about this sport, and if you stick to the end, this is a message I would really love to have resonate with you and for you to take with you. So keep watching the skating. They are good wheels, but I'm not gonna ask you to go buy them.
All right, you gotta try to throw some big standees this time. That's the hope, that's the goal. Let's see if Adrian makes this corner. You guys ever seen My R5 Won't Turn? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, Adrian. Yeah, it turns. Yeah, My R5 Won't Turn. Maybe I'll link it down below.
You should go stand with the other old men. Oh, what are you supposed to do it? You tried it. Yeah, still got the inside. Oh, I like that sound. Go really slow till you can get it. No, you should take the camera with you. Don't tilt the camera or it doesn't count. Wheels are wrong and my gloves are loose. That's bringing the knife to a gunfight there, aren't you, with that thing? No, you don't need that tag. If you want, pull out. Isn't that hoodie's method of birth control?
So I feel a little bit like an imposter having never skated Sector 9 wheels before. They're kind of the most classic wheels ever. Like I feel like every downhiller's had Sector 9 wheels. But you know, when I got involved in downhill, they had really dropped out of the scene. They weren't exactly supporting it anymore. They weren't building a lot of downhill oriented products. Really was a shame. Woo! That was a sharp hookup. Got a little bit too on my heels there. Big one here. Oh no, I didn't have any confidence. Ah! Woo! Are you okay?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I took nothing in that hit.
Woo. Yeah, thank you. Woo. Yeah, I just kind of twisted my ankle a little bit. It's okay.
Okay, I didn't take any hit during that.
Good.
I just took it on.
I tried to wrap around you so that you didn't.
Yeah, I appreciate just that instant acceleration. Hey, when did you get here? That felt nice. Yeah, that was nice. My brain's a little scattered. This happened while I was making the Quay Killers review and I had that crash. That run was actually its own mic'd up run. Oh, fuck. And I crashed and then I absolutely couldn't talk afterward. How about right through the burn ski? Oh, there's a little ridge right there. Wave to the car. Ain't gonna make me mess up my line. I'm still cruising. I'm feeling pretty confident on these. I need to work on my toe sides more. Frankly, I think that's a me problem and not the wheels. I really, like when the smokes were bad, they weren't any good. I really thought that I had to give them another chance, give them another chance to prove themselves. Frankly, these wheels have already proved themselves, therefore ending the mic'd up portion of this review.
So I thought the best way to handle this part of the review would be with a voiceover, which is fun for me. I like reflecting on the clips. We're gonna run you through what I was thinking about watching this. Not what I was thinking about in the moment, because, you know, brain empty. I was just trying to survive. In reflection, watching this video, I'm starting to realize that my setup just is not right for me. I think the board is too small and my trucks are too small and the angle is too high. I mean, you can see my setup carves are all super fast, super twitchy. All my hookups happen in an instant. Like there's no gentle hookup on this board. It all just snaps back together, which is kind of cool, kind of fun. And it's something I tolerated. I managed for a long time. It worked well, but now at the speeds I'm starting to achieve for freeride, I think this board is really just hindering me more than helping me. I think it's about time I step it down to a 43-degree truck, really try to mellow out the slide initiation, mellow out the pre-carve, and make these hookups a little bit more gentle. I might consider making my hangers wider too, but the reason for this voiceover is just to say that the nature of my skating in this video, the nature of how I'm riding, is not because of the wheels. Frankly, I think the wheels rocked over all the pavements that I skated today. I'm not falling in love with them right away. I'm not falling in love with them in the same way I fell in love with the Fat Frees, but still, I have to say, these wheels do inspire a lot of confidence. And what doesn't inspire confidence right now are my deck and truck. So I'm going to try to get that fixed up and really see what I can do on these wheels. What kind of performance I can unlock out of my board. And look at this right here, doing a squatter at the end of your run. I don't ever do squatters, so the fact that I was comfortable enough to try that is really a testament to how good these wheels are. I'm very impressed. So after watching that voiceover, I came to realize that it wasn't that I needed to upgrade my board, that I needed to change my trucks and set it up for riding faster. It's that I needed to embrace that it was good at sliding at low speeds and that the wheels were really forgiving and easy to slide at low speeds. And just work on new tricks, you know? Work on my slow speed slides. And just 180s, I've totally neglected 180s in my progression. So I just took them to a straight, smooth freeride hill, worked on all my 180s, toe side, heel side, switch, and ultimately walked out learning switch checks, which was such a nice surprise and really, really exciting. I'd never tried them before, and just the wheels were so easy that I managed to get them on my first try. So that's what I would recommend these wheels for, is learning new things. They don't wear down really quickly, which I was pleasantly surprised by. They've only gone down 2 millimeters since I started using them, which is pretty impressive. On the packaging, it said that they would be thaney, and that implies that it would be wearing down really quickly. I really didn't get any thane on these wheels, no matter how hard I tried, which frankly is good. I wanted them to last a while because I liked them. Now, here's the tough part. This may be the surprising part. I don't recommend these wheels. Do not buy them. And this is because of a personal philosophy that I had that has been imbued in me for a very long time. I've been riding skateboards for 10 years, you know, seen a bunch of different sides of the skateboarding community. And what I've learned is that as a skater, it is my obligation to support those who are supporting me, who are supporting my type of skating, who are sponsoring riders that make me excited, that I'm proud to see, and are just doing things for the community that are building it, growing it, furthering the progression. And I just don't see that from Sector 9 right now. If you go on their Instagram, you'll have to scroll forever before you see their last downhill post. And it's a shame because Sector 9 was so firmly embedded in the downhill community for a long time, and to some extent they still are. There's a lot of nostalgia for their products. Their boards are incredibly collectible right now on the used markets, but what they used to stand for is this great entry-level product, this great entry-level brand for high-quality downhill products. Their wheels were inexpensive, their boards were just over $100, which to get a really high-quality maple downhill board, that was right in the budget for most kids that were watching the sport, like me. Back before I could really afford to get into downhill, I would spend days and days and days browsing on Mirrorskate, Daddy's Board Shop, Motion Board Shop, all these things to figure out what setup I could afford that would still be good. And frankly, a lot of the Sector 9 boards were always at the top of my list because they were so price point and they were really, really praised. They've backed away from that entirely, and now they just make a couple downhill wheels. They make rad wheels, so the company Rad, R-A-D, they produce their wheels. They do small batches every now and then, and they don't really, as far as I know, sponsor any downhill riders. I don't see them reposting downhill media. I don't see their event support like they used to. I mean, you watch videos from 4 years ago and further, there was a Sector 9 tent at every free ride, at every slide jam, at every race. There are Sector 9 banners all over the hay bales, and you just don't get that anymore. So my opinion is don't buy from Sector 9 until they start supporting the scene more. And frankly, I knew this when I bought these wheels. I'm not going to pretend like this wasn't going through my head when I chose to purchase these wheels. Of course it was, but these were some of the only wheels at my local skate shop that I was remotely interested in trying. And I had it set in me that day that I needed to support my local skate shop. I need to help them offload some product, put a little bit of cash in their pocket as a thank you for supporting our local longboard team, as a thank you for stocking products for us. So No, I would not buy them again, but for me, I still got to fulfill my goal of supporting the skate scene because in the end, I just bought local. I know a lot of you don't have this luxury. I know a lot of you don't have the choice or the money to be very picky about what you're purchasing. And I'm sensitive to that. I understand that. But whenever you can, support the companies that are making you excited to go out and ride. I talk about it in my downhill freeride like setup advice video. I talk about it in the smoke review. Even though the smokes were dog shit, I still love Blood Orange. I still love Prism. I still love Caliber. And so, I'm not gonna stop buying their products. I'm just gonna stop buying the smokes. You know what I'm saying? So, be a conscious consumer. Know where your money is going. Know the folks who you're supporting. Sector 9 isn't full of crime. They're not awful people. I mean, they're getting so many people into longboarding, which, you know, it has to be applauded. They're offering price point completes that any beginner can pick up and start to use and love. So I'm not gonna act like they aren't doing anything for the sport, but for my side of the sport, downhill and freeride, I don't see that love, and so that's not where I want to put my money. Thank you so much for watching. This was kind of a fun review for me to do. You know, most of it was the mic'd up footage, but in the end, I got to communicate a message that was really important to me. This message of supporting local, supporting skaters. And these wheels, despite how good they were, I can't recommend them on that foundation. So I appreciate you so much. Have a lovely day. I don't have a gimmick this time. I don't have an outtake, so share with your... Getting a call right now. Hello? Love you. See you soon. Bye. There it fucking is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. There's the blooper. I got it while filming the thing to say there was no bloopers. Alright. Have a good night. Like the video. You have to subscribe now because you watched that.